stories. Oh. All the ways he could have broken my heart.
Send him to prison for at least 12 years. Make him serve the whole sentence. And if they have sent him to prison for 12 years, then maybe this case would have happened. But that is just one of the many failures of the system in today's case. So now we skip forward to 2021. Daniel is now in his 30s. He has been out of prison.
I see why couples in the movies or like in relationship therapy, like wives, I see why they complain about like the trash, like he never takes out the trash. I mean, it's not an everyday thing unless you've got like an OCD of sorts, but like it's such an irritating chore. Can you imagine like taking care of 4 kids and then your bum ass of a husband just arrives, farts, eats, sits on the sofa, tickles the babies, and then goes to bed because he came back from work. Meanwhile, when are you? I understand you, ladies. I understand you. Linda, I would crash out. Honestly, I would also crash out. What do you mean you can't even take out the trash? Meanwhile, I'm taking care of your kids. I'm taking care of the home. And most of the time, the women are also working. What do you mean? I understand you, Shem. I understand you.
Check in my bag, but I don't remember vampire.
The day that we came back home, in the middle of the highway, he stopped my language. He said to me, "What the fuck is going on with you?"
Oh, that is your nephew.
He was raised as my baby brother. My sister and I raised him together, so he's more than like a brother.
So you scared him shitless as well?
I scared him shitless, and then he said to me, "What the fuck is wrong with you, woman?" And I said to him, I have to tell you I'm gay. And he looked at me and he started laughing.
So you're killing yourself because you're gay?
I cried my eyes out and I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, what the fuck now? Please excuse my language.
Was he the first person you came out to?
I came out to my sister before her passing, and we were supposed to speak to we were going to speak to my folks, but then she passed. We were a little bit brave at that stage, and I popped her DM. Just popped a DM.
I would love to have a look.
Their clothes are 10 rand each.
10 rand each?
And then
Heaven.
some of them are 20 or 50.
I'm gonna take everything out. Don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere. You and I are together today. So you're on camera, right? Just, you know what I hate? Not from me. Lost switch off there. Geology. That easy learning by here. Take it. It's like 10 rand. Yep, told you. You guys, I'm filming some videos from this book called A Little Life. It's so heartbreaking. I read it a few years ago, and now I'm reading some excerpts now, and it's so sad. It's so sad. Like, I want to read you this part. Please stay with me. It's the last part. It's literally the last page. I want you to please don't don't read this book. Don't ever read this book. You see, I read it 3 years ago. I'm still heartbroken. And I'm reading this passage for you so that you don't have to read the book. Okay? All those answers I had wanted about who he was and why he was. And now those answers only torment. That he died so alone is more than I can think of. That he died thinking that he owed us an apology is worse. That he died still stubbornly believing everything he was taught about himself. After you, after me, after all of us who loved him. Makes me think that my life has been a failure after all. That I have failed at the one thing that counted. It is then that I talk to you the most, that I go downstairs late at night and stand before Willem listening to Jude and stand before the painting which now hangs above our dining room table. Willem, I ask you, do you think he was happy with me? Because he deserved happiness. We aren't guaranteed it. None of us are. But he deserved it. But you only smile. Not at me, but just past me. And you never have an answer. It is also then that I wish I believed in some sort of life after life. That in another universe, maybe on a small red planet where we have not legs but tails, where we pedal through the atmosphere like seals, where the air itself is sustenance, composed of trillions of molecules of protein and sugar, and all one has to do is open one's mouth and inhale in order to remain alive and healthy. Maybe you two are there together, floating through the climate, or he is closer still. Maybe he is that gray cat that has begun to sit outside our neighbor's door, outside our neighbor's house, purring when I reach out my hand to it. Maybe he is the new puppy I see tugging at the end of my neighbor's leash. Maybe he is that toddler I saw running through the square a few months ago, shrieking with joy, his parents huffing after him. Maybe he is that flower that suddenly bloomed. Maybe he is that flower. Maybe he is that flower that suddenly bloomed on the ronde, that suddenly bloomed on the bush that I thought had died long ago. Maybe he is that cloud, that wave, that rain, that mist. It isn't only that he died or how he died. It is what he died believing. And so I try to be kind to everything I see. And in everything I see him. Oh. But back then on Lispinat Street, I didn't know much of this. Then we were only standing and looking at that red brick building. And I was pretending that I never had to fear for him. And he was letting me pretend this. That all the dangerous things he could have done, all the ways he could have broken my heart, were in the past. The stuff of stories. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. He was letting me pretend this, that all the dangerous things were in the past. The stuff of stories, that the time that lay behind us was scary, but the time that lay ahead of us was not. You jumped off the roof? I repeated. Why on earth would you have done such a thing? It's a good story, he said. He even grinned at me, I'll tell you. Please, I said. That lay behind us was scary, but that what lay ahead of us was not. that was the end of A Little Life. Those were the last pages. So I don't know what to tell you.